Welcome to the Primo's Musings podcast.
Good evening. This is Shri here with the Day 8 recap of the French Open. The French Open is definitely getting to a point where the great players are separating themselves from the other players in the draw. Case in point here with, let's start with on the men's side with Alcaraz playing against FAA. FAA really looked good against Ben Shelton, although Shelton was hurt, but Alcaraz was, the first set was a very close affair, 3-all. FAA really hung in with Alcaraz with his stroke play, great serving, but Alcaraz definitely took in different gear in the later part of the first set, finished his points. Of course, who can forget his excellent drop shots from time to time on FA's serve and blasting his one-handed backhand and his touch at the net was really exquisite. So Alcaraz, the first set was a 6-3 affair. Second and third set, Alcaraz was completely locked in, and he didn't give FAA any chance to make any kind of a comeback. So it's Alcaraz moving on and to the quarterfinals, and he gets to play against Tsitsipas, who actually was playing a very good Italian player in Arnaldi. Arnaldi was playing pretty solid in the first set, won the first set at 6-3, and had a great opportunity to close the second set as well to take a 2-0 lead. But Tsitsipas, who has been actually playing really well, he's made his comeback into the top 10, played amazing in the tiebreaker in the second set, and then again whipping his one-handed backhands. He had his serve going. He kept the ball deep on Arnaldi and won the second set in tiebreaker. And then the third and fourth set, Tsitsipas took his game to another level and won it pretty easily, 6-2 and 6-2. So it'll be Tsitsipas and Alcaraz in the quarterfinal in the French Open. On the other fourth round, Hubie Hurkacz played against Dimitrov. Dimitrov has again made his way to the top 10 just like Tsitsipas has. Dimitrov actually had an amazing win against Alcaraz in the Miami Open, only to fall to Sinner in the final. But Dimitrov was played really well against Hurkacz. The first set was could have gone either way, but Dimitrov just managed to hold on to a close 7-5 victory in the tiebreaker. Again, the second set was a very close affair too, with each player going back and forth, and Dimitrov put on another gear and won it at 6-4. And the third set went to a tiebreaker, and Dimitrov won at 7-3. It was much easier than what it seemed to look like. But again, Dimitrov, give him credit. He was solid all through his match. Hurkacz didn't play bad at all, and he just was not able to convert a lot of the opportunities that Dimitrov was able to. Dimitrov actually was able to finally make it to the second week in the French Open. That's something that he did mention. He's been playing for 15 years. So a great victory for Dimitrov to move on. And who does he get? He gets the world number 2 Sinner, who, when you watch the first set, and I got to watch most of these matches today, and Sinner looked out of sorts against Motet of France, and with the French crowd going in, he quickly jumped onto a 4-0 lead in less than 15 minutes, and Sinner didn't have any answers, but did have at 5-0, he was able to win a couple of games to keep it close, was able to break Motet, but he finished strong in the first set. And the second set, he was really what we are used to seeing. Sinner was just incredible, serving wide, coming into the net, finishing the points, making short work of it. Even the points that went to like 14-15, Sinner was able to get the better of Motet. And then the third and fourth set was much easier, 6-2 and 6-1. I mean, he did show a lot of fight, Motet, with the crowd really cheering him on. But when you're going against a healthy Sinner, he didn't have many answers. So it is very good, bodes well for us because you got the healthy Sinner playing. Alcaraz is playing well. Alcaraz is actually 5-0 against Tsitsipas. Let's see, if Tsitsipas can break through. On the women's side of things, Iga Swiatek beat Potapova 6-0, 6-0, double bagel. She actually finished this match in 40 minutes, and her opponent just won 10 points. Just mark my words again, 10 points in the whole match. So must have been really a tough match for Potapova. And then you had Vondrosa, the Wimbledon champion, winning 6-4 and 6-2. Great win for the American Coco Gauff. I got to watch a little bit early in the morning. She was really solid. All the serving woes that she had over the past few weeks and months seemed to be a thing of the past. She was very good off the serves. Her stroke play was excellent. Didn't give much to her opponent. And then she gets to play Ons Jabeur, I believe, who won against Towson. So the men's singles for tomorrow is all set for Medvedev, Diminor. It's a great matchup between world number 11 and 5. Then you got the Fritz Ruud, you got Djokovic and Cerundolo and Zverev and Rune. You can't ask for a better lineup in the pre-quarterfinals in the French Open. And on the women's side of things, tomorrow you got Svitolina playing against Rybakina, and then Paolini playing against Avanesian, and Navarro Sabalenka. This is a great game. All American Ice will be on it early in the morning as well at 6:15 a.m. But let's see if Navarro can pull the upset against Sabalenka. And then you got Andreeva against Gracheva. That's the other lineup for the fourth round. So the pre-quarterfinals so far, not many upsets, like we said, in the men's and women's. Hurkacz, if you call Hurkacz an upset, but give credit to Dimitrov for really playing at a very high level. So we have all the great matches for tomorrow. Let's see if Djokovic can, he played until 3 a.m., but, Djokovic being Djokovic, he looked out of sorts in the early part of the match against Musetti, but you can never write him off. And this is something that I did mention to Dr. Dan. In fact, Dr. Dan actually has Cerundolo, the Argentinian, beating Djokovic. But until Djokovic loses, I'm not putting anything against him. So let's see. We have exciting matches tomorrow. And thank you for listening again.
Thank you for listening. Primo will be back soon.